Picture a vibrant city full of laughter, love, and life, erased in a single day. August 24, 79 AD. Mount Vesuvius erupted and Pompeii became a frozen moment in time. Welcome to Howtage, where we uncover history's most haunting true stories. Today, we're diving into the tragedy that silenced an entire city, and why what happened in Pompeii still chills the world centuries later. Stay till the end because the final discovery will change how you see this ancient disaster. Pompeii wasn't just another Roman town, it was a jewel of the empire. More than 20,000 people lived here, surrounded by art, luxury, and ambition. Its markets buzzed with merchants. Villas sparkled with mosaics. The streets were alive with jokes, love notes, and graffiti written on the walls. On August 23rd, the people of Pompeii were celebrating Volcanalia, a festival honoring Vulcan, the Roman god of fire. Ironically, just 5 miles away, Mount Vesuvius, the real fire god, was waking up. For 800 years, it had been silent. No one suspected that the mountain that gave them fertile land would soon bury them alive. That night, small tremors shook the city. Plates rattled, walls cracked, but the locals laughed it off. Earthquakes were normal here. Life went on. Just after noon on August 24th, the ground split open. Vesuvius exploded with unimaginable force, sending a massive column of ash, smoke, and molten rock nearly 20 miles into the sky. Miles away, a teenage boy named Pliny the Younger watched from across the bay. He later wrote that the eruption looked like a pine tree, its trunk made of fire and its branches of smoke. For 12 straight hours, ash and pumice rained down on Pompeii. Roofs collapsed. Streets disappeared. The air turned toxic. People grabbed their families and ran, some toward the harbor, others into their basements. By nightfall, the city was buried under 6 feet of ash. Imagine the sky so dark you couldn't see your own hands. For most, escape was already impossible. Then came dawn, and the true horror began. A massive pyroclastic surge, an avalanche of gas, fire, and ash hotter than an oven, raced down the mountain at nearly 100 miles an hour. When it hit Pompeii, it ended everything in minutes. Entire families were found huddled together. A merchant was discovered clutching a bag of coins. A dog, still chained, was caught mid-motion. The heat was so intense that their final moments were preserved in perfect detail. Centuries later, archaeologists poured plaster into the voids left by their bodies, and the casts you see today aren't tea statues. They're the exact shapes of real people, frozen where they fell. A young woman, maybe 23, was found curled up, her arms shielding her face. Another was struck by falling debris as she ran. The eruption ended their lives, but preserved their stories forever. What makes Pompeii so haunting is how normal it all feels. Bread still sat in ovens. Children's toys were scattered across courtyards. A note written on a wall spoke of love. You can walk those same streets today and feel like time simply stopped. Recent excavations uncovered even more chilling details. A person found shackled in a corner. A family hidden in a basement, possibly part of a secret ritual. And in 2025, new discoveries revealed hidden rooms that suggest strange spiritual practices before the eruption. Every artifact tells another story of hope, fear, and humanity, right before the silence. Pompeii's tragedy isn't just a chapter in history, it's a warning. Mount Vesuvius is still active. Over 3 million people live near it today. Scientists say another eruption could happen again, and modern cities could face the same fate in hours. Across the world, volcanoes like Yellowstone and Mount Fuji remind us how fragile life is against nature's power. Pompeii's ruins, visited by millions every year, stand as a message carved in ash that life can change in an instant, and that time always remembers. Pompeii's story isn't just about death, it's about memory, resilience, and how even tragedy can echo through time. If this story moved you, make sure to like this video, drop a comment, and tell us, would you have tried to escape Pompeii or stayed to protect your loved ones? Subscribe to Howtage for more stories that make history feel alive. And remember, sometimes the past doesn't stay buried forever.